What's going on, everybody? Brett here, back playing some more Battle Brothers Warriors of the North. Day 71, it's midday. And I was getting ready just to walk our butts over here, cut a little bit out of the recording time, when I came across these huge footprints, and we have a chance to fight a plethora of Naxxurers, however you say that, ghouls. I like to just call them ghouls. I think I will continue to call them ghouls. But anyway, shouldn't be that difficult of a fight. We dispatched them quite handily the last time we faced them in large numbers. Just real quick, we have two new additions to the team in terms of naming. So who was this before? This was our new sellsword pickup. And I went ahead and renamed him to Ragnar. That's for you, Jeffrey. Hopefully I got that right. Jeffrey in the comment section, I appreciate you, man. Ragnar was his name suggestion. Definitely fitting for a sellsword in a barbarian mercenary company. And then the other name is going to be Cata. So Cata is new to the channel. Big shout out to you, man. I gave you Eugene, who is an amazing militia pickup that we've had for quite some time. His melee skill, range skill at this point are superb. Great hit points, great resolve, good fatigue. He's just an all-around, I mean, he's basically like a top-tier brother with like a very mediocre background, which is awesome. And then he also, of course, has athletic. So congrats to you for getting Cata. I left the Footman. Let me know if you'd like to change his title. However, the Footman's a pretty cool title, so I figured we could leave that for now. Same thing for you, Jeffrey, man. If you want Ragnar to have a title, maybe he'll earn it in the times to come. But he's huge, so keep that in mind. Could give you some ideas to play on words a little bit. But anyway, let's go ahead. Man, do we just swap out this crossbow for this warbow for right now? You know what? I didn't even think of that till just like this exact second. But if we do that, we have to change helmets too. It's a little bit of a pain, but I think we could do that. 67 versus, yeah. So Leisure Side has a better ranged. But anyway, okay. We're rearranging chairs on the Titanic, as the saying goes. Let's get into this Naxxurer fight. And they ran right at me. They are not scared of me at all. Okay, gave us a little bit of a hill position. This is a very powerful position as well. We are going to step up into this line here. Ooh, there's a level 3. Perhaps only one, though. Several level 2s. No, 2 level 3s. Okay. I see what game we're playing. And we are missing quite a bit. Yep, just going to keep on missing, but that is okay because we are going to step up here. Use adrenaline to make sure we get that fast split. Step here. Shield wall. Step here. Adrenaline. We have to be careful with these level 3 Naxxurers. They will try and eat us. I was going to make this line here. But I think we can come over here and support. Shield wall. Shield wall. Spear wall. And then if we can, we'll step our crossbowmen up, but we can't. So we'll just move forward here. And call that good. I'm worried more about him. This guy is going to have to jump into the center to meet us, but he could potentially jump here and swallow Svarog. And it's not insta-death by any means, but sometimes it certainly feels that way. And we'll hold off here and hope they jump in. We could deny them these corpses. Yeah, now he's going to make a level 2. But we're probably going to be able to one-shot this dude. We want this one to jump in. Do they have 3 level 3s? Where's the other one? Was I missing one? I don't think so. It showed 3 down here, but maybe it was showing one of these guys with the little horns. Hard to tell. Okay, we need to step up. We're missing too many shots. Perfect. Zach, let's get the banner out. Step in here, take a nice shot, and get out the pole arm. These misses are just super rough for us right now. Step up here. Let's not let them claim that corpse. And I don't mind stepping down here. Let's just step right back up. That wasn't the best because we kind of took Svarog's target. But we'll be able to save some fatigue. And by taking his target, I mean we have one more action with him. Can we get him to bleed? We can. That's good. Yeah, see, so we had a chance to do something with him. And if we step forward, we won't be able to do anything. But we can adrenaline still, and that's fine. And now we'll be able to, hopefully we'll have the fatigue we need. We can do a big swing. Maybe. Can we step up, please? No. Okay. Yeah, let's get that adrenaline going. And if we kill him, that means we can start our swing here and hit these three instead of starting it here to hit those. Let's... Oh man, we can't step down. Okay. Well, let's go for the big one. Nice, and it routs him. That's perfect. Alright. Another level 3 is spawned. And another. Okay, we need to start getting these kills. And there he goes, eating. He devoured Jotnar. We need to kill him as fast as possible. Take the shots at him, hoping to miss and hit this guy. Let's get those weapons out. That was a big hit, and we cut his arm and grazed his neck, so that's 2 injuries in 1. However, he will have the opportunity to heal. Wow, he managed to escape us. He did not, though, and he took 2 huge greatsword cuts. And we're going to step forward. Let's give him another target to hit. It's worse for our offensive capabilities, but, I mean, he's nearly dead. Is he bleeding as well? He is. So even if we miss him, he's going to bleed out after he takes his next action. Just no more level 3s, please. And let's go for that shot. Nice. Good kill. Man, we just needed to hit that one. I don't think we could pass that up. Come on, one hit. He didn't even bleed out. Well, that was perplexing. 3 injuries and bleeding. Just going to step forward here. Missed that hit. He should be dead. I'm worried about this guy doing something crazy like eating one of these two. Because now they want to run away. Hopefully they don't take an action before running away. He healed himself and then tried to run and took a hit. There goes pretty much all of our armor. That's fine. We get a better surround, better odds to hit this dude. Let's switch out back to our crossbow and reload. How far can we move and still take a shot? Not very far. Let's wait. With an aim shot, we might be able to get this kill. Just need to make sure that their last action isn't to swallow someone whole and then run off the battlefield. I've said it before, I have lost brothers that way. Luckily, this time we have war dogs, so the odds of him getting away, eating someone and then getting away are, I think, pretty small. Also, I don't know if the AI prioritizes doing that after they've already decided they've lost and they're running. So all of those are pretty much gone now. Good hit. And there we go. That's the battle. So we can just end turn or end the round. Good feature, good add. Wasn't always in the game. And this should be, it's over. So despite some armor damage, and I think Jotnar took a little bit of pain from being inside that thing's stomach. Just picked up a bunch of stuff we can sell for about 50 crowns a piece. Not too bad, just fun little fight. Not a little fight. I mean, there was potential there. There's always potential when you fight a huge group of those things for it to go horribly wrong and for them to snowball. But now we're going to go into the Tomb of the Old Kings. And before we do that, we actually have a level on Jotnar. What do we take on him? Take a 3. Take a... we don't want that. We'll take a 3 and a 4 here. Very good, but what do we take for his... What kind of perk do we want? Potentially Pathfinder, potentially Quick Hands or Steel Brow. These are the ones I'm looking at the most. If we take Crippling Strikes next level, we get Student refunded, so then we could go Executioner and then one more thing. But I'm just trying to keep from being super boring. I like Killing Frenzy a lot. We can also consider giving him 9 lives as kind of like our leader character. And just have him be super hard to kill. I think I'm going to go with Killing Frenzy. So giving him that plus 25% damage after he gets a kill. And then we're going to have to hold off and see what kind of weapon mastery we want to give him. Next, I think we'll either give him 9 lives, Steel Brow, or potentially Quick Hands as a means of also allowing him to throw weapons. His range skill isn't super high, but it's not that bad. Skibo is also pretty decent. And I'm really considering giving him Quick Hands and starting him off in every battle like this. And just slowly, incrementally getting him a slightly higher range skill. Getting him up to like 60 maybe. He'll be a really good axe thrower. Here we go. Into the Tomb of the Old Kings we go. Walking into the cemetery, you find the grave robbers just as Herman the treasurer thought they might be there. They spot you just as you do them. The men fan out with weapons drawn to stop any escape to arms. So we can't see their group, but we have a falcon, so even if they're hiding, that doesn't matter. Oh my god. Okay, at least we have some high ground. It looked at first like they put them on the top of the hill, but this is really awkward. The game put me on half of a great cliff. Man, what do we do? We got to get rid of these dudes. That'll give us a complete advantage. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not even sticking around down there to even take pot shots. We can take an aim shot, 56%. Big whiff. 81%. And we missed. kind of chances are we looking at here? 46. Okay. So the only way up here is this area, and we can basically lock this down, no problem. Same thing here. We just need to make sure that we keep coverage. We'll do something like this. Back up. Step here. I know it's kind of hard to tell what the terrain is, but basically we're on these steps and we're not giving them up. They're going to have to come into the high ground if they want to mess with us in melee. And then we'll rely on our superior archers to deal with theirs. However, I don't like that we're not really behind cover. So we'll step back here. We have a nice little like kill zone set up here, and if they want to come up the steps, they're going to have to fight a spear wall. If they want to come right here, they're going to run into 3 of our strongest brothers in melee. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we can do. We have a little bit of a gap here. Wouldn't be surprised to see aim shots go into our archers. Nice. Okay, throwing weapon, doing some decent damage to our armor. You know what, I think we should just take some shots. 38, 38. We just need to get a little bit lucky. Yeah, that's what I figured. You can either come over here and fight Svarog man v man, or just step back and shut up. Good luck getting your butts up that hill, though. Come down a little bit. I can potentially make the AI feel threatened. My only real concern right now is this gap. 29, 43. Good hit. And we got him. We gave him a pierced chest as well. Your only job is to shield wall. We'll wait. Spear wall. Man, they really jumped in it. Okay. Brave lads. And since they're committing, I will too. 74, 84. Man, we missed an 84. That's unbelievable. Use adrenaline. Try and go first. Three bleeds. That's brutal. Shield wall up. That guy is gone. He's basically gone. And we're not having much luck dealing with the archers. This one brigand raider with a shield is kind of ruining our day. But at least they're focusing Fritz. Fritz doesn't have a lot of armor right now, but he has a kite shield using shield wall. Let's kill him. No more throwing weapons for you, buddy. Aim shot doesn't make much difference. We're essentially employing the same strategy here. Good hit. Going to keep going around. Want to stay on as high of an elevation as possible. No reason to give them a better percentage chance to hit us. Let's move up. Here, we can step in here. Perfect. Yeah, let's go hide in the bush. Play some bush games. And I like just standing here as well and getting a triple shield wall, protecting our archers as well as we can. And he should be hidden. He is. And yeah, they're scared now. They're backing up. .57 with an aim shot. Nice. Either way, I think we have this fight in the bag. I just really try and kill every single person if I can, for loot and experience sake. But if these 3 archers get away, it won't be the end of the world. Fortunately for us, we're way past hunting bows. And I don't really want to chase them with my archers, because I don't want to be at that kind of disadvantage of both range and accuracy. So we'll just pass here. Really awkward spot that we're in. Nice. Sir Lancel up front. Can we lock them down? Not quite. So I think we played this okay. We used our terrain to our advantage. The AI was on pretty relative even terms with us. Excuse me. They had their own ranged forces. If they didn't, we could have set up a pretty devious choke point here and here. You can win some pretty ridiculous battles, especially against like orcs specifically. First ones to come to mind. They just have to charge into you. They have really no other option. And if you set up choke points like that on top of hills, you can really slaughter a numerically superior force. But you don't always get lucky. And definitely our start was awkward. We just had to manage kind of a small retreat. Man, adrenaline is also really good for chasing down archers. Let's go, boy. Just land one hit. Oh, man. We killed the one with the hunting bow, but it doesn't look like we got it. And this is nice because now our dog isn't in any real danger, and we have to expect him to get the kill. He's going to run and probably make it off the battlefield. So let's just end the round. And that is Wind. It's over. Wind the war dog. It's the war hound. That's what it is. So no super unique loot, just a bunch of stuff we can sell for a decent price. I'll take it. And now we can go get paid. Hopefully this helps out with some of the crazy negative effects that are currently happening in Dornan, and we can make some real coins selling stuff. I think those peasants are up to no good. Should we kill them? Those Gerstal peasants? No, that would be bad. They no longer have terrified villagers. That's good. But they still have ambush trade routes and marauding greenskins. So price-wise, where are we at? Wow. This is the place to sell right now. Let's get rid of this, this, and this. Keeping some of this stuff for extra gear. And I'm considering, the reason I'm holding this is, man, I'm considering going with 4 war bows until we get, until we get the tier 3 crossbows. Because I have to imagine that a war bow at this point is just straight better than a regular crossbow. We don't have bow mastery on him, so we don't get that +1 range. And we may have to change the helmet out, but we don't really have a better one right now. So for the moment, he's just using a more powerful crossbow, essentially, that he can shoot twice. And there's nothing wrong with that. So here we have the option to get out of town and take this contract that we had at the end of the last episode to go and travel back to that area we were in earlier to the west of the map. And I think I'm going to take it simply because, ooh, they have a lot of hunters in here. Caspar True Shot. A name like that gives me a lot of confidence, but simply because we want to continue getting more in the favor of House Austin. We want them to like us because we really want to continue questing there, and we want to get out of this one spot in the map. We just want to go somewhere else. Also, because we named some new brothers and because we picked up, it was, where are you, buddy? Ragnar. Ragnar is new. I kind of like his look, to be honest. Let's just give him some cool tattoos. I don't know if we have anyone wearing this one yet, but I like it. Do you want a haircut? Maybe. I don't know. That's a pretty Ragnar haircut, though. That looks great. Except Eugene looks like a tough, or what formerly Eugene, now Cata. That's a tough dude. We'll keep that. And before we leave, we'll buy some drinks. Okay, time to go. 170 crowns in advance, 60-80 on completion. It's not a lot, but we don't really have to do anything. Maybe someone will attack us and we'll get kind of a fun event out of it. But if not, at least we're heading in the right direction. Back to Grollfest. How big is the caravan we're in? What is this? While along the roads, your war dogs suddenly scamper off and begin digging into the earth. You're not sure why, as you don't recall giving either one a bone. A few moments later, and they're fighting over what appears to be a cultist hood. You interrupt the tug of war, taking the goods for yourself. The hounds whine, but a few good pets settle them down. Cultist hood? I wonder if that's just completely random, if you could get kind of anything. I don't really want this. I'm super curious, though, about the runs that people are doing right now with the Dovcool cultists. And just having, like, all cultist builds. Yeah, they saw us and ran away. They were, like, ready to ambush. I don't think we'll be seeing them, though. I would like to fight them. But they're going to be too chicken. If we had a weaker group, they would hit us. But I think the AI is kind of too smart for that. It seems like on these missions, people are supposed to ambush you. And for me, they just never do because I'm always just a little bit too geared. But that would have made this trip profitable. And they're now well supplied, so that's good for us. So well supplied means this place has been recently supplied with fresh wares, and many of those can now be bought for the right price. We get a contract here. A servant of a local noble asks you to follow him on his master's behest. He leads you into the wealthier part of Grollfest, where the buildings get taller and the people's streets don't reek of horse manure. Some of the writing is a little bit off sometimes, but it's still good. Eventually you reach a manor that looks as if it used to be a temple. Fake owls dot the eaves, staring you down as you walk by. A depressed-looking cat idles on the front steps. You enter through a front door that squalls with opulence, its hinges and wide swing echoing into the foyer. Your mouth drops open as you hardly even know the words to describe the grandeur inside. I like grandeur. So, normally this means they want us to fight greenskins. Fighting goblins, okay. Destroy Sheks, southeast of I Eidsvik. Okay. I'll take it, but that seems like it's going to be pretty dang far out of our way. Where was Eidsvik again? On the complete other side of the world? Sure is. I don't mind going all the way over there, but that's pretty crappy. At least we have the funds and the materials to do that. But this is going to be the last place we can stop for supplies to sell and buy. So we need to make sure we take advantage of that and stock up. We're going to need lots of food. We're only at 5 days worth of provisions. I should have sold these back at Dornan when I had the chance. Could sell that. Good price on tools. We'll take 80. Food-wise, we'll get some cheese, get some grains. That put us up to 7. Should put us to 8. Beer is pretty cheap, but we already have a ton of it. Should put us to 9. I would like to get to 10. Those dried fruits. Do we have any venison? We do. Just get some mead. Yeah, that put us up to 10. And I don't like only having 87 ammunition, even though the prices here are awful. I don't think we can help it. So in order to make this profitable, we're going to have to take some serious fights along the way. We can still check in at the armorer, see if there's anything at all that we want. The prices here are very fair. I know because the coat of plates is about 10k, which is a very fair price for it. It's one of the many ways I try to keep track of prices and things. Would love to grab these 2 reinforced male hauberks, but we just don't have what we need. Or even better, these 2 lamlar harnesses. 230 apiece. Yeah, a little bit out of our price range, sadly. We're still trying to save up. Oh, snap. What is this? Sir Humbert's Grace. Crafting a proper fencing sword, both delicate and flexible, is no less difficult than wielding it. The smith that brought this particular weapon into existence must have been among the best in his trade. This is a powerful weapon. Wow. I think it's a fencing sword with more durability, if I had to guess. Oh, that's cool. I wish I was rich. I would buy that in a heartbeat and try and figure out a way to make a brother use it. No one in here we need to worry about. I want to go back into the training hall and reapply to Ragnar the veteran's lessons. Get him even more experience. And is that all? Is that all we needed? 10 days worth of food, 180 tools, 180 of that, and then enough crowns to get us there and back for sure. Alright, let's go. Time for some adventures along the way. I think we'll go through this forested area. There's almost guaranteed to be a fight or two in here we can take. That'll be worth our time. And then when we get up north, I mean, there should be some more barbarians for us. Quickly becoming one of my favorite enemies to fight. Get up into some hill country, maybe we can see a little bit better. I don't know how much vision you get from standing on this kind of rocky terrain. Maybe none. Well, it's nighttime. We're looking at the fog. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, you get a little bit of extra vision from that. Let's not leave any fog just like randomly in the middle of the map. That's how you miss stuff. 10 undead. Do we want to just fight 10 random undead? Not really. We could. I mean, that was a free fight. Probably should have just taken it. But let's save ourselves for the toppled watchtower, which we will fight. Can't see the enemy. This could very well be a dangerous one. I expect to see big numbers, and I'm not disappointed. And there are fallen heroes here as well. Ugh. This will be our first fallen hero fight. So I'm debating right now, do we pull back? and try and fight them on completely even ground. Because we don't really have the high ground advantage. All we have is this one little pit area where they can take some high ground advantage. But this is something of a mixed force. Seeing the Nagzurhers and all of these unarmored Wiedergangers is giving me hope that this is a fight that we can take despite the fallen heroes. Who, if you haven't seen them before, I mean they're the toughest undead undead units that they have, aside from the special boss ones. We'll just pass. Maybe there are Geists here, maybe there is a Necromancer. And where there's one fallen hero, there could be many. But I would expect there's some amount, maybe 4 or 5 Nagzurers, or ghouls. Falcon up. So yeah, just one fallen hero here with a really pitiful helmet. And since there's no Necromancer, I mean we should be able to just keep them down. So a lot of the times what makes them really dangerous is when fallen heroes are backed up by Necromancers. They are able to become possessed and deal a ton of damage, and because they're so tanky, they're really hard to take out. The ghouls are definitely a priority. Hopefully no one blocks our shot here. Could consider holding our shots, letting them come even closer. Probably should have. Alright, armor gone. Just one more turn of passing, and they'll be close enough to actually engage. But we've already whittled down their numbers quite a bit. And Nagzurhers at level 1 don't have very good morale, so you can break them pretty quick. As long as they don't grow. I've been considering putting Jotnar out on this island. Oh man, sorry about that guys. Brief intermission. You may have heard my son there for a second. Came into the room. Said he wanted to show me something very cool. He will have to show me later, sadly. Him and his sister were fighting over a new toy, and they got put in their beds for a nap. That is the dad life. School's almost over for them, so every day is just kind of like a big play thing now, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I do a lot of my recording while they're at school, so I'm going to have to figure something else out. Because you can't just ignore kids, man. You get kids, you got to do stuff with them. You got to have fun. But he knows very well he is in trouble right now. As much trouble as a little kid can get in. He was trying to win me over by showing me something cool. So I probably won't let this video go on too much longer because I do want to go see what he's up to. If he's not taking a nap. Real life always comes first. That's kind of like my motto when it comes to video games and everything else. So here we can take a swing. We're only going to get 2 of them, but a double decapitation is just brutal. We're just going to let them come to us. thought about stepping up here with Fritz. It's tempting because it's like we're getting the high ground. But it's really not that good because then they would have had a triple surround on us. Go for the split. Our biggest problem really is these ghouls that haven't even engaged yet. If they stay level 2, we're fine. But we don't really have a good shot on them. That was a nice shot. Spear wall, going to keep him off. And here we can get a big swing. And yeah, we should adrenaline. Make sure that we can go first over them. They don't seem to be faster than Svarog, so that might have been a mistake. He was ahead of them in turn order. But generally, sometimes the unarmored ones are faster. That was a big whiff. I think we step forward here just to cover the corpses. We can't spear wall because we just stepped into one guy, but we did deny him the high ground. And Leisure Side is going to go ahead and get that pole arm out. Nice, and we did save our attack. So another split is going to do some good damage. Awesome. He gets pushed off the high ground by his own guy, who doesn't even have a weapon. That was bad. But it does give us another triple swing. Don't want him to become a level 3. Oh, good. That's actually a great move for us. Now there's no chance of that. A lot of hatchets. Get that easy kill. We're out of ammo, but I think we'd rather have our pole hammer out now. Let's not use all of our ammunition. We broke his helmet. And instead of reloading, we should be able to get a free kill with our bill hook. Perfect. Lock him down, do some damage. Wouldn't be surprised if he eats, though. But if he spends a turn eating, then he's not spending his turn hitting us. And to go for the kill, he actually has a weapon, so he's got to go. Good hit. Cut his artery and cause some bleeding. Can we step up? We can. So there we go. Some better odds. He gets pushed off again. Their scariest warrior is getting wrecked by their own mechanics. This is awful. But we've got 2 brothers on it. We'll wait there. Good. Cut arm. Let's take that high ground once and for all. We want to step here and start attacking him, the fallen hero. We'll wait here because we're going to see if we're going to get a triple swing and potentially kill like all 3 of these dudes. Well, now I think we'll just take this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we don't have enough. Well, now we know. Want to get rid of that above all else. And we just missed 3 times in a row. Step up. Hopefully he doesn't come back to life again. And we'll step up here as well. Even though it makes our chances of hitting worse, it puts us one step closer to the people that are truly threatening. And Jotnar gets eaten 2 times in a row this episode. That's unbelievable bad luck. And we just can't seem to hit this thing. That was good. That was another injury. That was good. That took off the last of its armor. And it's solid. The armor that these fallen heroes are wearing are usually very good. And with our Raider passive, we may be able to actually get it. Even if it's all the way destroyed. They're just very heavy. They're basically rusted and broken versions of other armors. This looks like scale to me, although it's very hard to tell. But it's almost certainly better than a male hauberk, even if it is the undead version. So we can cross our fingers and hope to get it. Getting past that kite shield has been great. And only 2 left. Only 1 left. So close. That surround is going to help us to land these 2 shots, but it's probably not going to be enough to kill him. Hopefully nobody comes back to life. Of course, the fallen hero does. But with no armor, he's not that big of a threat. We just need to land some hits on him. And down they go. And for our troubles, we just get some gold and silver. I'll take it. Man, I was really hoping to get one of those armors. And some leather shoulder guards are cool. Just free 10 durability on anything we want. And let's check out what we would put that on. Probably Wonton Fu's armor. Something cheap. Cool. That'll work. Oh wait, was Wonton Fu's armor the one that... Oh my god, did I just mess up? I think I did. I got rid of a better augmentation. Oh, it was like invisible though. I didn't see it. Well, shame on me. We'll get better stuff later, but that sucks. I accidentally... No, did I? Yeah, I did. I did get rid of an augmentation. That was the armor that had the tiny metal plates on it, but it was super hard to see. What a weird mess up. Sorry about that. I hate it when stuff like that happens. And if you were screaming at your screen, I don't blame you. So Sir Lancel has now leveled. Give him a nice 3 in melee skill. We need to get that up higher. Fatigue is good. And then maybe a 3 in his range defense. Adventurous nobles almost always have really poor range defense. Kind of a weird quirk of theirs. And for him, he is a shield bro. I don't know if we want to make him a cleaver bro. I think Fritz is going to be a cleaver bro. But not Lancel. For now, let's give him Indomitable. Tank him up a bit. Skibo. Let's see what he gets. Yeah, we'll take that 4 in range skill. 4 in fatigue and 4 in resolve. Those are great rolls. Really great rolls. And I think we'll start him like this from now on. And we will also take quick hands on Skibo. So there we go, our first frontline throwing weapons quick hander. We could also consider making him an actual throwing master. So I'll have to think about that. But we had one in our last playthrough and he was a beast. So I don't doubt the viability of it. I just hope he has the stats in the end to carry that and to pull it off. Zach Longshanks has leveled as well. Getting really poor resolve rolls, unfortunately, on him. Take a I think we take... Man, getting this initiative is great. If we want to make him someone who's nimble and has dodge, like now's the time. We have to do it now. Because his initiative actually isn't bad, and we could keep him in this lighter armor for the rest of the game. We just need to do that. We need to get this going right now. We need nimble, we need dodge, and I think there's one other thing. We already have brawny, that helps a little bit. And then would overwhelm be the last thing? That means we don't get fast adaptation. Let's get dodge. Are we sure about that? I think so. Yeah, let's go for dodge. We definitely want a 3 in range skill. And because we took dodge, should also take initiative plus fatigue. It sucks not to give him more resolve, but it was only a 2 roll, so I don't think we were missing that. I mean, we're missing literally 1 point. And then Ragnar. Thanks to training experience, he's leveling up pretty dang fast. What do we want on him? Let's check out his stats first. 4 in range is perfect, exactly what we want. And I'm also happy to see a 3 here and a 3 here. Getting that resolve up to 50 is a priority. And now, I think we go ahead and make him a crossbow master. And that looks good to me. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. Man, that was just a little like segue battle. That was the real deal. They're threatening, threatening, threatening. Hopefully they'll like us soon, because I'd love to actually make use of these cities. Also, hopefully no one comes out to chase us, because we don't want to have to be forced to kill them. And set back our relations. We paid 2,000 crowns to get back in their good graces, and I would hate to throw that away. We have enough time today for one more battle. And it's southeast of Eidvix. So it could be here, could be way down here. No real way to know. Do we want to take on more undead today? We might as well. I mean, this is a fight that we're going to have to take at some point. So let's do it. One more undead fight. 10 of them have just fled. Hopefully they're not reinforcing. It looked like they were kind of far away. Yeah, only 10 of them. And we'll just continue passing. Front line can completely pass because there's no way they're attacking this turn. And I see Geists, armored Wiedergangers, and what else? A third Geist, maybe? Probably. We could use our Falcon, but we just don't need to. We can kill whatever's on the other side of that. It was very helpful in the last battle because we didn't know what we were facing. We needed to know as soon as possible if there was a Necromancer there, because that changes how we take that fight completely. And then there were 8. Let's let them all come. Give us better shots. AI is usually pretty good about using the bushes and stuff for cover. Some very well thought out maneuvering. If we step down here, we can't swing, so we'll just pass. Throwing axes. Nice. That was pretty good damage. Really just trying to soften up the ones that have the most armor. When they finally make it into melee, they'll just be so squishy we can one-shot them. And here come the Geists. So had they had that other 10 with them, this could have been a real fight. You know, it would have been 20, was it 10 when we came in? So it would have been 20. with maybe 4 or 5 Geists and a bunch more zombies. That's a real fight. Hopefully our loot quality is still high. Obviously the stuff we're going to get from killing them is pretty worthless. But hopefully if there was going to be some sort of legendary item or something here. Wow, we missed into a Geist kill. That like never happens. The chance to kill all Geists from range is 5%. So it can happen. It definitely does happen. But I would not recommend that being your strategy is to accidentally hit Geists. Close the distance, use Adrenaline, and hope to get the first shot on the Geist next turn. Svarog gives no crap. Ragnar moves up. Lancel. Yeah, let's just get on them. Even if they toss us off, we should be fine. Yeah, as long as we're next to the ghost, we're happy. And they rout the Thane. Well, seriously, man? Dude, Zach. Incorrect, buddy. We're just trying to get these 2 guys off of Jotnar. That way if he runs, he should still be okay. Because now he's going to try and run. We could try and rally with Wonton Fu, which we may just do. But if we get the kill, then it doesn't matter anyway. And that's it. Come on, legendary loot. No, but ancient gold coins are quite valuable. And this was an easy fight after all. So man, do we even have time for one more fight? Yeah, let's just clear them out. Whatever. We're getting paid. Our inventory is huge. We can carry lots of stuff. Basically an identical fight. And it even was kind enough to give us some high ground this time around. So sorry for all the kind of lame undead fighting. Also, in case you're curious on my son's update, he's in there just happily playing. I don't know how they do it with all that energy. They wake up super early to go to school. And they come home and they still want to play. Two zombies down. Maybe 3? Never lucky. Now we're just slaughtering them. Come on, step forward. Using a lot of ammunition to do this. And it's rough because the undead don't really give you ammunition in return. Like as if we were fighting raiders or something like that, you can grab more, but not the undead. Switch it up. Hoping to get lucky there again. Come here, do the split. Try and get lucky. It's all about killing the Geists. And as scary as it is to have them rout you, if there's no one around to take advantage of you trying to run away, it doesn't really matter. Scramble Axe, deadly weapon. Bill hook out. And this is definitely going to be the last battle of the day. We might keep walking for a second just to see if we can identify any new areas. This is definitely going to be it. Get that triple surround for more reliable hits. Good shot, Ragnar. You did it. Skibo going in. Try to make these little rinky-dink fights as exciting as possible, but there's only so much you can do. What's exciting to me is that we're getting paid. We're picking up a lot of gold and a lot of silver after these fights. Just pass. Come on. Let me get that kill. One more. Come on. Thank goodness. Alright, we did it. And we got a level for our trouble. Not bad. And since we have so many tools in our inventory, I think the basic mail is probably good enough to repair. The hatchets or the hand axes are as well. They're a pretty expensive, pricey item to sell. Organize a bit. Yeah, the undead have been kind. They've been giving us some good loot. But let's see if we can't find the place we're supposed to take out. Whoa. You look at your map, then look at the scene before you. A hamlet was supposed to be here. Leisure side, the thaumaturge walks past, chowing down on an apple with a satisfying crunch. Might want to pin in some edits then, sir. The village is nothing but ash. Its inhabitants are hanging from wooden posts, or any tree still standing. Bones of those not hanged are piled in the middle of what was probably the town square. Staring at the ground, you see footprints leading away from the carnage. Small ones, big ones, goblins, orcs. Leisure side, the thaumaturge shakes his head. Surely they are not working together, right? You shrug and answer. I'm sure the orcs swept through, and then the goblins came and picked the remains, or possibly the other way around. The sellsword nods, assured by your explanation, though you both know deep down that the collection of tracks are most likely not a coincidence. That's concerning. So, if it was at all not clear that our first big deal is going to be our first big deal, that's not what I want to say. Our first global confrontation is going to be with the Greenskins, a combined forces of the orcs and goblins, which is a pretty scary thing. Tactically, individually, they're weak, but when you put them together, they have powerful front lines. Usually an orc warlord leads them. And you have all the poison and ranged capabilities of the goblins. Ooh. The fact that we can't see what's in here is kind of scaring me a little bit. I kind of want to take this fight, but that'll be at the beginning of the next episode. This will be our first time ever facing Chosen and Drummers, and just from that plethora of Reavers fight that we did, where it was like 18 of them or something like that, I have a good idea how tough these Chosen are going to be, and I'm excited. I'm excited to do the fight. Hopefully we can find Sheks. It's probably just like right here somewhere on the other side of the mountains, closer to where the other greenskin, these large cities are. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to this, our first fight with Barbarian Chosen and a Barbarian Drummer. So take care, y'all. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later.